Welcome to CFTV North. It is February 1st, Clyde.
Can you believe that January is gone?
Already.
I know. I just said
February is gone or January?
January.
Okay, good, because I just said February 1st. You're starting to scare me. And the worst part is I can hear everything you're saying today.
I know. You want to talk about that?
Well, first of all, I want to say hi to Kathy and Shawn. Okay? Those are the two ladies that were stuck with me. I got 2 new hearing aids in. And it took me from December 15th to yesterday to get everything together so that we could get them. And I will say this, if you need, and I'm not selling but basically what happened is this. I went to Costco, and the deal at Costco was it's a free, if you're a member of Costco, it is a free exam. So I went in. I had a lot of fun with the ladies. They've got a good sense of humor, or they were making fun of me. I don't know which one. Okay, and they said they'd be watching tonight. So if you're watching, Kathy and Shawn, again, thank you. Everything's working great. Problem is, I hear too much. And Clyde and my wife and Tamara made fun of me while I was in another room, and I heard them.
Yeah, we can't make.
Don't have to holler. You have to holler.
I'm sorry. We can't make fun of you behind your back anymore. In front of your back, just 10 feet away. And now
the funny part is when you go to itch your ear, there's already something in there.
The finger doesn't fit.
Yeah.
We can't. I told you earlier, we can't see them. It looks good. You can't tell that you're wearing hearing aids.
And another quick story about them. I got an iPhone. I think it's an iPhone 6 or 7. I'm not sure which one it is.
Okay.
But they've got an app that you can go download an app so that you can program these things. Like if you're in a restaurant, you can make the sound kind of change. If you want to watch TV, it can work. So I go up to the App Store, I download the app. It says it can't load it. I go, what do you mean you can't load it? It says your operating system has to be 13.0. So I go, well, I'll just update my phone. So I go to my phone, I go there. It tells me I can't go higher than 12.5. So I've got the app, but I can't use it until I have to buy a new phone if I want to use it. So we'll forget about that.
Dinosaur with
that's
technology.
Yep.
Yeah.
But Kathy showed me how to, on my iPhone, if you hit the button 3 times real quick, it'll bring the setting up so you can either put it in for a restaurant or put it in for outside, and you can adjust the volume on each ear. So I've got something that I can play with. It's fun.
Okay.
So we'll test it out.
So you got to work on them and figure it all out. And, it's working pretty good.
Well, let me tell you, and this might sound funny. Before I had these things, I'd sit down and I'd watch TV, and I'd pass out like that. Today and all last night, I don't know if because I can hear sound better, that it keeps me up, but I've got all sorts of energy now, and I've yet to fall asleep watching TV. So
you should fall asleep tonight. We had 4 tacos.
I wasn't going to talk about that yet, but we're going to have ice cream after.
So 4 tacos and ice cream.
Yep.
We're both going.
We're going.
We're out.
We'll let the ladies win the Rummy Q game tonight.
No, we'll be awake for that.
Will we? Okay. You want to beat them bad. Anyhow, let me talk a little bit about the show, and then we can go from there. Number 1, we're going to go. The first clip we've got is a thing called the Woodsman, and this is a group that out of Florida, and what they do is they have this big place in the woods, and they pick a weekend, and then they tell everybody when and where. And they go camping for the weekend, and they have all sorts of activities. And it's not just for people that got bikes. You can bring in you need a Jeep or a 4-wheel drive vehicle to get back in there. But it's open to anybody. Okay. And then they do things like, they've got a thing set up, and what we're going to see tonight for the most part, is they got a barrel with a saddle on it, and it's bull riding. And it's really kind of neat. So you'll see that, and then they have some races through the woods. You'll see a little bit of that. And this was back, I'm going to say it was 2017, and Tim B is the guy that filmed all of the footage for us. So Tim, thank you so much for that. You'll see a picture of Tim as we're going through. Then of course, after the commercial, you and I went to Toomey's over there in McKaysville on the Riverwalk.
That was a good time.
Oh, it was a good time.
Yeah.
Emily Hawkins was the manager there, and she gave us permission to film Travis Bowlin. And then Travis gave us permission, and he's good as right.
No, I said, we're going to work on the hearing aid. I said, she's cute.
Yeah, that's what I said. He's good. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, she is. And she was very nice.
She's very nice.
Very nice. And then we talked to Travis a little bit, and he was very interesting. The only problem was, this was kind of a quick test that we went in there, and the camera that I gave you is more of an outside camera.
Yeah.
So the footage that you shot is kind of dark. So I just kind of played it in between.
I had my eyes shut most of the time.
No, you were sitting down on the speaker.
I had a nice big old speaker, so I put it to good use.
I'm standing there filming, and all of a sudden I look and I go, where'd he get a chair from? And then you tell me at the end of the night, well, you could have sat. You could have sat.
There was a speaker like 1 foot behind you.
Yeah, I know. Well, it goes to show you. If I had my hearing aid, I would have heard it.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's it. And then the last thing we're going to do is we got a friend, Sal, who is with the Blue Ridge Motorcycle Group, and he just loves to ride. And he's got an app on his phone, I think it's called Relive, and if you start it and take a picture before you leave, it tracks everywhere you go. And every time you stop and take a picture, that picture will show up.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I think he went 215 miles. His average speed, because it'll come up on the end, his average speed, I think, it took him 5 hours, a little over 5 hours, and then I think his average speed was like about 65 miles an hour going through the woods, or not through the woods, but through the mountains.
Well, this is on his motor pickle.
Yes, on his motorcycle, yes. He's got a brand new Indian, and I think he just bought a brand new Goldwing.
Do they still make those Indians?
Oh, they're big now.
I know they're
yeah, they went out of business for a while.
And I kept hearing they were going out and coming back.
And then Polaris bought them.
Oh, okay.
And when Polaris bought them, Polaris was doing Victories, which was a great motorcycle, but they decided because Victory didn't have the name that Indian had, they basically phased out Victories, which was really a big seller in Europe. And people over there were not very happy.
Okay.
And then we got two other things, but I'm not going to talk about them until we get to them. How's that?
Okay, sounds good to me.
So I do want to say two things. I'm glad to see you're here. I heard you took a little fall the other day.
Yeah. I got my Rock Creek finished, but near the top, the wheelbarrow kind of got away from me, and I tried to dump it real quick so that the rocks wouldn't all wind up at the bottom of the hill, and I went over the wheelbarrow and it just splattered in a bunch of. Luckily, I put some pine needles down on the sides.
Yeah.
So I just splattered in that, and it was good times.
Good. That's the second time that I think you've taken a little tumble.
You don't have anything on film, though.
No, but you just read it on yourself, so that's good enough for me. Anyhow, Clyde, I'm glad that I did feel a little tremor. I'm not sure what time it happened, but it was like mid-afternoon, I think, when it happened. It had to be. You don't get up before mid-afternoon.
That's right. So you were safe with that.
So that was a good one. So anyhow, what do you say we take a look at the Woodsman, and then we will talk a little bit about it and see what else is going on.
Let's roll.
Go ahead.
We got 4 operators. They're going to stay the same. We're going to set the initial time at 15 seconds. If you can make it 15 seconds.
Don't you know that bull riding's 8 seconds?
Okay, so first, 8 seconds. If you can make it 8 seconds, you go to the next round. Go ahead.
smile first. Hang on. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, she's still on there. Hey, send me the picture. I'll put it in the video. You ready for this? Hang on, what are we doing here?
We're gonna see if we can do a Le Mans start with a shitload of grumps.
Don't let the kid out. Keep him from running.
Want to see more? Well, then tune in next week. Well, what'd you think? You and I get a couple of those little bikes and do that?
I'd love to get one of those little bikes and do that. That'd be fun.
Okay, we'll see.
We would kill ourselves on anything faster, but
We might kill ourselves on one of those, but yeah, I'm with you.
that's true.
But
Maybe just injure ourselves slightly with those.
what did you think of the girl that rode that? Now, and that was a girl.
Yeah.
That rode that thing for the 8 seconds, tipped over, and she still hung on.
I know she was upside down on that thing.
And you said before, you said, oh, they'll take it easy on her. What'd you say now?
No, they didn't take it easy.
No, they
yanking
didn't.
that pretty good.
They
She's got
nailed
some
her.
grip hanging onto that barrel.
Yes. And like you and I, we couldn't get up there, so someone would have to get us up there.
No, it'd be embarrassing.
One of these days, we'll have to go for a horseback ride over there at Appalachian Trail Rides and see if we get on a horse to start. Well, of course, what we could do is get on that little platform.
Right.
And then just step over onto the horse rather than trying to stick our feet in the stirrup. I don't even get my foot that high up anymore.
I know, that's damn old people
It was
stuff.
tough getting in and out of the four-wheeler.
I lost 5 pounds.
What'd you drop?
I shaved my beard off.
Really?
Yeah, but then I just had 4 tacos at your house, so I think it's kind of evened back out.
Did you like the hot sauce we got you?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because you can take that home.
It wasn't too hot, but it wasn't, I mean, it had some kick to it, so I liked it.
Good, because
I don't
it's
like it
yours.
when it melts my tongue off.
Yeah, well, we can fix that up too. We'll get something else.
All right.
So, anyhow, that was that. I guess we got a commercial coming up.
We do.
Why don't we go to commercial and then we'll come back and see what's next.
Sounds good. Here we go. Welcome to Nomad Market in Morganton, Georgia. This little market is veteran-owned by Keisha and her husband, and they are the owner-operator. If you notice, as you saw that sandwich squisher that makes some awesome sandwiches, we got deli meats and fruits and veggies, and their soups are delicious. They've got salsas and jams and sauces, local honey, knickknacks and T-shirts, and they sell s'mores kits. Where can you get that? Go to Nomad.
Hi, I'm Kevin Painter with Kevin Painter Insurance. I am your local independent insurance agent here located in Blue Ridge at 95 Progress Circle. As an independent agent, we're able to go out and shop the market for you and find the best company for the best coverages for you. We write all lines of coverage, both personal home, auto, business insurance, workers' comp, life, health, disability, Medicare supplements. We are different from our competitors. Where everyone else is focusing, trying to get you the lowest price, we take a consumer approach and want to educate you on your coverages and let you pick and choose what you think your insurance needs are. So come by and visit us again here at 95 Progress Circle here in Blue Ridge, your local, hometown, independent insurance agent.
When the road calls, we answer with our guaranteed value, unparalleled service and expertise, and savings of $264 on average. Hagerty has you covered no matter what's around the bend. Get a quote today at Hagerty.com.
The Curiosity Bookstore, Murphy, North Carolina. I'll tell you what, it's one of those gems that's hidden. You really need to go get a chance, stop in Curiosity Bookstore, Murphy, North Carolina. Curiosity Bookstore is not only a bookstore, but it's a place to find local artist artwork. Stop in, see Timmy and Vince, and tell them Hank and Clyde sent you. All right. We're going to do a little something with Kevin Painter. Painter. He informed us last week that even though there's not an I in his name, he calls it Painter.
Yeah, and then I informed him
that you're changing it.
His name's changed anyhow, so he's going to be Mr. Panther.
Panther. Yeah. We'll get to that later.
All
but
right.
Yeah. Now, it was 2 weeks ago, we went to Toomey's in McKaysville, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
It was a Saturday night.
Saturday night. We had Saturday night fever.
We did have. He was good. And people were looking at us because before he got there and started performing, we brought a game in there called
Rummy Q.
So you, me, Tamara, and Linda sat in the dark because there wasn't much lighting, and we had to put our phones down to see what the numbers and colors.
We had a cell phone on each side, lit up on flashlights the whole time. It worked out really good. It was awesome.
I love the part where you took the candle and didn't know it was a real candle and you burned your hand.
It's like it was hot.
It was. But anyhow, we went to Toomey's. It's a big place.
Yeah.
And the football game was on.
You're right. For a little while.
It was the Bengals, and I forgot who they were playing.
It doesn't even matter because whoever they're playing are out.
You're right. Well, Travis was all excited that the Bengals won because I think originally he was from Cincinnati.
Yeah,
so that's good. And now Cincinnati's going to be in the Super Bowl. So they're going to play the 49ers.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Isn't that weird? If I would have, that's why I don't gamble because I'm terrible at it, but there's no way I would have bet on the Bengals or the 49ers to be in the Super Bowl. Not with Rodgers out there, Brady, and then I can't remember the other two, but there's some big quarterbacks.
Mahomes. Poor Mahomes.
For sure, I thought the Chiefs were going to be
going to the Super Bowl. Yeah. Once they beat Buffalo, I thought they were in.
Yeah.
And he wasn't the same guy. They scored 21 points in the first half and 3 in the second half.
Yeah, when he came back out in the second half, it just wasn't the same. And they kept, every time they would advance, they mess up. And
they kind of had his number after that.
Just give it to the Bengals and let them go.
And I'm going to tell you, I blame the coach. Because at halftime, just before halftime, they were on the 1-yard line, and all they had to do was kick a field goal.
And get some points. They didn't make it, and the other team went in and had the mo on their side. They got inside and they went, "Oh, we stopped them." And then they came out the second half and kept it up. Yeah.
So
you're right.
I will say this: I used to coach football and baseball. Okay.
Right.
And I would tell coaches ahead of time, I'm not letting up until the game because you never know when you're going to blow it. How many times
have we seen it? Even my old Oilers, they're up 38-3 or something. You come back to the second half and they get whooped.
Yep.
That's because they
changed their whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the first half, I don't know what the guy's name is, but he was number 1 for Kansas City. He had number 1 on his back. That sucker ran the ball constantly. I think he might have had 3 touches in the second half.
Yeah.
You know.
Why change?
Yep.
If you're kicking ass,
Yep.
why change anything?
You know what, though? I got off tangent. That's what happened because we were going to talk about Travis, and I got into football. And it's all
Travis is
Travis's
from
fault.
Cincinnati. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to Travis.
Yeah, it's Travis's fault because he was all excited that Cincinnati won.
But Travis was awesome.
Oh, let me tell you. Well, like both you and I said, the first set he did was really good, and the second set he did really good, and he mixed songs up, so it was like you were.
Yeah.
I don't care what era you were in, he had a song to go that you would know and go with.
And he put his own style to it. He looks like Stevie Ray Vaughan. To me, he sounds like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite singer and guitar players. So, man, it was like that was awesome for me. I wasn't expecting,
somebody that good
level of entertainment at Tunia's that night.
And it's free.
And it was free, and we get to play Rummy Cube all night.
And then last week, Kevin came on, and we were telling who's coming on next week, and he goes, we brought him in for our...
Yeah, I know Kevin. I know Travis.
Yeah, we brought him in for our, in this case it was their 31st reunion, because their 30th they couldn't, high school reunion, they couldn't bring it in because of COVID, so they brought him in. So he's good, he really is. Why don't we let the people kind of get a little sample of him?
I think we should.
All right.
You ready?
Take it to Travis.
I'm taking it dancing tonight, rocking all the way, Lord. Yeah, I got my black chucks on and pretty uniform, Lord. She wants to get down, but she's gotta have a little more. Then she boogie, Lord. She did a 7 times boogie. She boogie woogie now. Ooh, Lord, she like a boogie. Ah, boogie, 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 yeah. Boogie, 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 boogie. Ow! Boogie, boogie, yeah. She like a boogie. She like a boogie, boogie. Well, just saw my baby, saw my baby, just saw my baby, saw my baby, just saw my baby. Well, I just saw my baby, just saw my baby, just saw my baby.
Get a bite at Burro Burro, and then go to Toomey's for some great music.
Well, I saw that there was some people, you know, you and I doing this by ourselves, we have a tough time, but I see that Don Gibbs is watching,
Okay.
and Mike Blanchett, of course, you know, Big Mike,
We know Mike.
yeah, he said, damn, now he can't make fun of me anymore. Why would this change?
Yeah, I'm going, huh?
Let me know, Mike, why you think you know, you can't make fun of me anymore. You make fun of everybody, except Clyde. Now that I think about it.
Me and Mike's like that.
Yeah, I guess so.
We're buddies.
Yeah,
What did it
okay.
say here? Dang. Oh, like you can't make fun of you anymore.
Yeah.
Now, what did Don say?
Don just said he was watching, so thanks, guys, for watching. I gotta say, not only is Travis good at what he does, he enjoys it, but just by watching him, but he makes his own instruments.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Oh, I'll tell you, if you want to do something, go to Google, put his name in, and then go to his Facebook page. That's another amazing
And
thing.
he played, besides that song, he played a lot of good old 70s stuff that was just good. Get some good blues. and good.
The only thing that bothered me was that you were keeping beat and singing and still winning. How can you do that? I mean, I'm listening to the song and I'm missing moves, and you're just having a great old time. So you were right into it.
I'm just having a great old time.
Well, I can just tell you that for people that don't know, I won't call you an old drummer.
I'm an old drummer.
Okay. Clyde is a drummer. As a matter of fact, we got to find that footage of me, you, and Gil where
Yeah.
I'm playing the cowbell.
I never saw that.
It's somewhere on my phone. I'll have to find it. We'll download it.
I won't ever find it.
Yeah, well, no, it'll be there somewhere.
All right.
But I was the only one that was keeping the beat the way it should be.
I know.
Yeah, right.
That's why we need you there. You need somebody
man,
to keep the time.
Oh, yeah, you were making fun of me like I was on Saturday Night Live with the cowbell.
Boy, cowbell, Hank.
He was going at it, man. You know, I just wish I could hit some rhythm. You know, I have no rhythm. I can't help
I
it.
got a cowbell. That's all you need.
Yep, that's it. We're going to have a good time with it. Let's see. Oh,
Did
next.
you see the tambourine on Travis Bowlin, right?
Yeah.
On his foot?
Yes.
He had it on his foot. So
I like the shoes that he was wearing. I want to know where he got those. Those were like racing shoes or something.
only cool guys can wear shoes like that.
I should have a couple
And
pair of them.
have tambourines on his
Yeah. No, the funny thing was, there was something wrong. He had a cable or something that was
Yeah.
broken. So he had to do all that adjusting.
Yeah. His last gig.
Yeah, he had to, adjust things while he was singing, and
Yeah.
I mean, he was good. I was very, very impressed, and I would go watch him anywhere.
Me too.
As long as it's not too much to get in. Yeah.
Yeah, I liked our cover charge getting into Toonies Saturday. That worked pretty good.
It was funny because we ate at Burro Burro.
Yeah.
And both enjoyed all four of us enjoyed our meals. And then we went into Toomey's, and at first we were like, there was us and two other people there. And then he came in, and then it started to fill up.
Yeah.
And it was funny because the people were coming in and they were looking at us like, what are they doing?
Are we in the right place?
Yeah. We should rent that place out and do a game night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have some fun on that. We'll have to talk to Emily.
Well, it's
about
really good, like for old people. My wife, one of the things she brought up that she liked about it was it's a bar, but there's no smoking.
that. Yeah.
Everything's clean. There's no
Yep.
smoking. We were just in there to listen to some music. We playing games. It was good.
And I'll tell you
And
what,
drinking.
the crowd that came in was a super crowd.
Yeah.
Everybody enjoyed what they were doing.
Yeah.
And they don't serve food at Toomey's, but I did notice that somebody walked in with a pizza and
Yeah.
sat down at the table next to us with a
Yes, you
pizza.
can go to Twisted Tomatoes or Burr. Because
Yep.
we brought our drinks from,
Yep.
they loaded us up with to-go drinks.
Yep.
And they said, yeah, take them over there to
Yep.
Toomey's. It's because it's all owned by the same guy.
Yep.
He said, come on down.
Yep, and it was a good time. So if you get a chance, it's in McKaysville, it's in the Riverwalk. I know Friday and Saturday, I think Thursday is open night, Friday might be open night, and Saturday is a personality that comes in and sings. So, if you get a chance, go over there and try it. It's really kind of neat. I enjoyed myself. I wasn't sure what it was going to be like, and I was very pleasantly surprised. So, Toomey's.
Maybe they'll have a karaoke night for you.
Oh no, they won't. Not for me.
You did it at Waterside?
Yeah, after a few beers, and that was
They got beer at Toomey's?
Yeah. Now that brings up another point. And Big Mike, don't you come in and say anything about this. You know I'm dyslexic.
Huh?
Okay. Why do you guys always make fun of me because of the way I spell? You know what? You should come in and do that spelling. And what
Apparently
really,
I should.
You should. And what really bothers me is I use my iPhone to see what's going on, and that thing spells things wrong too.
You can't trust the damn
Yeah,
iPhone.
phone is awful. That's all I can
Our
tell
phones
you.
are terrible.
Yeah, so.
I don't trust them either.
Yeah, but anyhow, I've heard you and my wife and your wife making fun of. What did I misspell, by the way? Through?
Though or something. You put a T on the end of it. You put a T on the end of thought, or on though or
Okay.
through or something.
All right. Well, so everybody out there that you understand, I'm dyslexic. Okay.
And you misspelled Tamara's name.
No, I spelled it right. She spelled her name wrong.
I'll talk to you about
R-A.
that. You might have to take those batteries out of that hearing aid if I turn her loose on you.
That's no problem because I know how to take them out.
All right. Good.
But anybody that's out there, my wife gets mad at me constantly. She says, don't you look at what you put up? And if you're dyslexic, you'll understand this. If you're not dyslexic, it's like, boy, what a dumb shit. But I look at it and I read it, and it reads perfect. And then it goes up and all of a sudden words disappear. Or there's an extra letter on something.
Yeah.
So it's not me. It's got to be the computer.
We got a Mac.
How do you spell that?
MCA.
No problem. Anyhow, so now you know I'm dyslexic. Anybody that follows me, well, you should have seen me in high school. Oh, God. And then college was even worse. Thank God I was on a football scholarship, because if I wasn't, they would have thrown me out earlier.
Would you have had to get a degree like I got?
Yeah, I would have.
Get you a good online degree and you're good to go.
Yeah. What's amazing is I did graduate, and I even got a couple graduate courses. I was a teacher, and was I good, because they gave me all the bad kids. So they didn't know if I spelled right or wrong. And
you're really good. They give you all the bad kids.
Yep, and I'll tell you what I did do.
Right.
Is I would tell the kids ahead of time. I would say, listen, I'm going to put some stuff up on the board, and sometimes I'll misspell a word to see if you can catch it. And they'd look at me like, oh, okay. And one day, and then I'm done with my teaching stories, one day I wanted to see how observant my class was. Now, so that you know, I had a beard, the whole thing, the growth and all. So I had 6 periods, class periods. I wanted to know how long it would take somebody to realize that when the class changed, I went in the bathroom and I shaved off part of my beard. And it wasn't like I'd shave it off. I cut off maybe part of this, and I'd have only one side over
Nobody
here.
said anything to you?
Fourth period, a kid comes up and says, "What's wrong with your face?" And I went, "What do you mean?" He goes, you used to have a beard. Where's the rest of it? 4 periods before somebody caught on. And I won a bet because the girl, Mandy, well, Mandy White was her name then, it's Mandy Bartlett now. Mandy and I were really close, and Mandy go, what the heck are you doing? I said, I want to see how long it takes them to realize what I was doing. 4 periods. And I mean, I would get like right in the kid's face and go, what's wrong with that thing right there?
Well, they're probably afraid to say anything to you.
They could be.
Maybe he's dying. He's got something wrong with his face. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, well, what can I say? Well, let's see. What do we got? We got a commercial next, don't we?
We have a
commercial.
Yes.
So let's get the last commercial out.
All right.
And then we're going to end with Sal's ride, and then you're going to talk about something, and then we're going up and having some vanilla ice cream.
Let's roll.
Let's get it going.
Curiosity Bookstore, Murphy, North Carolina. I'll tell you what, it's one of those gems that's hidden. You really need to go get a chance, stop in Curiosity Bookstore, Murphy, North Carolina. Curiosity Bookstore is not only a bookstore, but it's a place to find local artist artwork. Stop in, see Timmy and Vince, and tell them Hank and Clyde sent you.
Welcome to Nomad Market in Morganton, Georgia. This little market is veteran-owned by Keisha and her husband, and they are the owner-operator. If you notice, as you saw that sandwich squisher that makes some awesome sandwiches, we've got deli meats and fruits and veggies, and their soups are delicious. They've got salsas and jams and sauces, local honey, knickknacks and t-shirts, and they sell s'mores kits. Where can you get that? Go to Nomad.
When the road calls, we answer with our guaranteed value, unparalleled service and expertise, and savings of $264 on average. Haggerty has you covered no matter what's around the bend. Get a quote today at Haggerty.com.
Hello, I'm Kevin Painter with Kevin Painter Insurance, your local hometown independent insurance agency, serving the Blue Ridge and Fannin County community for over 30 years. We represent many different companies, all A+ and A-rated companies. We write home, auto, life, disability, commercial lines insurance, workers' comp, health insurance, life insurance, disability insurance, and Medicare supplements. So we're able to shop the marketplace for the best company and the best coverage for you. So we want to tailor your insurance needs for that. So give us a call. We're located again at 95 Progress Circle here in Blue Ridge. Thanks.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Kevin's not here, and who knows where he's been traveling. He goes, every week he goes somewhere.
He was going to Hawaii, and he was going snow skiing and
Colorado, but
somewhere, Keystone, I think.
okay, I'm not going to argue with you because I don't know.
Well, that's what I remember him talking about.
Okay.
And then his kids play golf, so he was going to go see some of their golf
where they play golf,
tournaments
yep, in their golf
around.
tournament.
He's the one that needs his own airplane. But I don't want him to buy one because he needs to save his money for the Sasquatch
once he gets that football team going, he can have an airplane and fly you and I around to the games.
You know, that's the only way to go to those games, because driving through Atlanta to Columbus was
don't remind me,
a
please.
nightmare.
Then coming back at night with you
Going
snoring.
wasn't too bad, but coming back,
Yeah,
just pull over, park, take a nap, because you're not going anywhere.
you got that right. But that was fun.
It was awesome.
But we're going to talk a little bit about Kevin Painter in a little bit.
Yeah, let's do that.
First, we're going to do, this guy, Sal, is something else. He lives part-time in Florida and part-time here in I'm going to say Georgia. I think he lives by McKaysville, but I'm not positive. But, excuse me, if you watch the end of the thing that he does, it shows him going through McKaysville and into a certain spot by McKaysville. So I'm not sure if he lives on the Tennessee side or the Georgia side, but you can see that in his ride.
Well, how did you meet Sal?
That's a good question. If my memory is correct,
Oh boy.
Dee was talking about the group that's called the Blue Ridge Motorcycle Group.
Okay.
And it's the only group that I really know of that's here in the area. So she told me about it. I went up online. I found them. I asked to join. They asked me a few questions. I told them I knew you. They told me I was in.
I bet.
Yeah. And then they were going to go on a ride. And so they were meeting at that mobile gas station by the donut shop there, by Dunkin' Donuts.
Right.
So I rode up there to say hello and all that. And they decided that, no, I'm sorry, we didn't meet there. We met in McKaysville at the subway shop across the street there from Bora Bora,
Okay.
on the other side of the river. So a group came in from LJ, and they were going to go back to, of all things, Morganton, where I live, to go to a function. And that was the day you and I were going to be going to do the Mustangs over at the North Georgia Fairground.
Right.
So I rode with them back, and that's how I met them. And then we became friends, and we, talked back and forth. Last I heard, he's in Florida with his new bike that he bought. So he's got a brand new Indian and a brand new Honda Goldwing.
Man,
So
those Indians aren't cheap.
he's not doing bad. Anytime you want me to ride one of those two, just let me know, so I'll be glad to ride it. So, but anyhow, super nice guy, loves to ride. He'll call for a ride, no one shows up, he'll do them by himself. And he knows all the back roads and everything else. As a matter of fact, I told him about Big Blue, the Big Blue motorcycle.
Right.
He decided to go that way, and so he rode over there.
Oh, he went and checked it out?
He checked it out, and then
Okay.
he went to Deals Gap. And
See, you helped somebody.
Oh, I always
Gave
help.
him some information.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he went and checked it out.
Yeah, he did. So rather than talk about it, let's go see what he did.
All right, let's go.
Start up your engines, getting ready to roll. Gonna cruise on my bike now, music to the soul. Kickstand up, boots are best. Ain't gonna touch down till the road comes to rest. We're riding country roads, enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. So catch a cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's the bike away. Thursday night is bike night at the A's Cafe. Broadcasting live, you know it's time to play. Rock and roll music and grooving to the blues. Classic cars shimmering while they're sipping the brews. So catch the cycle fever, don't let it slip away. You're rocking the blues, it's a bike away. To Sturgis, trying to reach Bike a Week somewhere just down the beach. There's Daytona Speedway in the USO, the ride you never heard of, so get ready to go. We're riding country roads and enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. We're flying our colors, enjoying the view. With pride we ride for the red, white, and blue. We got the club logo on our back. We don't need much when it's time to pack. We ride for causes and charities, from Boggy Creek, to the Florida Keys. We're riding country roads, enjoying the day. We're riding for the love of the US of A. We're flying our colors, enjoying the view. With pride we ride for the red, white, and blues. So catch a cycle fever, don't let it slip away. We're rocking the blues, it's a bike away. Yeah, yeah, the bike away.
4 minutes, traveled 11,000 something feet, and I'm on. Tell you, he loves to ride.
Man, that is a long way on a motorcycle, I would think.
And he doesn't take the shorter way around either.
No, not at all.
No, I'm going for it, I'm going long.
Most people are just worn out after just doing the tail of the dragon.
Yes.
And he went way above and beyond that.
I don't like doing the tail of the dragon anymore because I can't get my eyes to adjust coming in from the sunlight to the shade. And then there's a lot of water that drips down depending on what time of the year you go. So you got to be careful when you go into those turns. When I was younger, I used to do it, and I used to film people. I'd get on my bike and have a camera and film them. But not anymore. And I'll tell you, the other place is the one that comes back in through the back of Blairsville. I can't think of the name of the mountain. You were on it.
Brass ball.
No, that's the place. Yeah. Anyhow, there's that one mountain back there that.
Blood Mountain.
Blood Mountain.
Blood Mountain. Yeah.
Blood Mountain. That's another one. I did that on my bike, and let me tell you, it's like, and my bike is big, and it doesn't corner as well as some of these newer bikes, and it's a little hairy, especially at my age. My reactions aren't what they used to be.
Yeah, well, that Indian looked pretty big too, though.
Yeah, but let me tell you, Crazy's got an Indian also, and I gave him my bike one day, and I took his bike. He says, "Try my bike out." It was like driving a Cadillac. Anytime you make a turn, you just turn, and did your thing. He got down out of my bike. He goes, "My God, I had to work so hard to make it turn," because you really, have to lean into the turns. You have to force it into the turns. The new bikes, they're just so great that they just kind of glide.
Just the way the setup, the steering, the whatever.
Well, when we win the lottery, we're getting 2 Rivacos, the trikes.
Yeah.
Now those things handle really good, and the good thing is you don't have to put your feet down. You just keep on going.
Can I, on the Rivacco on that bike, can I do that real long in the front so I can just lean back, have the real long fork and everything?
Yeah, you can lean forward so they can see it, because right now all they see is your arm.
Oh, I am about
If that chair breaks, I'm going to die laughing.
Me too. I'm just going to die.
But anyhow, that's what we're looking at. What did I do here? I lost something. Anyhow, where am I? I'm over here. There. I'm getting a beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, is that your stuff? I keep hearing that.
Yeah, somebody's beeping me. Anyhow,
are they giving you the aloha?
I don't know. I can look. I got to find it first.
Let me give you the miniature aloha.
Anyhow, we got something going now that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I just, last week we had he likes to call himself Mr. Painter, whatever, but it's a weak name, and he's got his business, but we could do so much better for him if we get that name changed. And, I got my law degree, I got him all the forms to get his name changed, and to get his driver's license changed, his social security card, and what was the other one? The
driver's
voter
license
registration.
Yeah.
I got it all figured out for him, and he just leaves us and goes on vacation. He wants a bunch of signatures.
Well,
I'm working
you
on
need to get that where you want to start it. The video you got?
I'm going to get it.
Oh, you got it where you want it? I just wanted to
I don't
remind
have
you.
it where I want it.
Oh, okay.
I'll do this.
But so people don't know. That's your law degree and the name of your firm.
Oh yeah, well that's a firm I joined. Where was the law degree? Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So I got my law degree.
Now you said it was Yale, but you didn't tell me it was. Is that a dyslexic spelling of Yale?
I went to Yale University. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
And then we got all these forms for him. We're not even going to look at them, but I had it all figured out. So
You had all this
we
paperwork?
worked on the signage
And now here's
on
his-
his building. Look at that.
Yeah.
Big old panther on the side.
I'll tell you what, that looks a lot better than what he's got
Yeah,
now.
it's just his building is just plain Jane.
Yeah.
It doesn't scream, I'm going to take care of your business.
Yeah.
And now we're going to fix him up. We're going to hook him up. Look at the front of his building.
Yeah.
We'll have that lit up at night. And maybe get a smoke machine.
Oh.
Have smoke blowing out of the panther mouth. It's going to be awesome. See, we didn't even tell him that. We got
No.
all kinds of marketing
Yeah.
ideas for him
Yeah.
that he doesn't even know. And of course, he had a weak-looking sign out there. So we fixed that up for him too. Look,
That's good.
Panther
I
insurance.
like that. Yep.
Now that makes a statement. That looks like you're there to do some business.
Yep.
So we even changed his letterhead. Look at that. We clawed our way to the top. That's awesome. And then
Oh, I like the shirt.
What was that? Then we got him fixed up. He can be down there with the coaches in Panther Arena.
Yeah.
Panther insurance. That looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
Oh,
Yeah.
so-
I'm sure he's looking at this right now going, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I got
I
to
hope he's changing his mind, thinking, you know.
Well, he did not change his mind. He just wants you to get.
Well, but maybe he's going to change his mind and go, maybe we only need like 20 signatures, and then we can start I'll get
Get things rolling.
Get the arena football team in here. The Sasquatch is really a good idea. And we don't care about his dress shirt, but that looks good. But
Yeah.
but this
That is tough.
is okay. And what I thought, we need to buy some property in between here and McKaysville along the train route. So game night, you can have drinks and everything on the train, and have the train take you to the stadium, and then you can drink all you want to because the train is going to bring you home. You got the new motel in downtown Blue Ridge. We got this thing all figured out. Kevin just needs to get on board.
Yeah, well, he's not-
Mr. Panther needs to get on board with this thing.
Well, you're working at it. I'm sure that by the time you're done,
Yeah,
you'll have
He said
a
he's
done
coming
deal.
back. I mean, who knows if he really will? But
Yeah, well, when we find out when he's in town, we'll bring him back and you can play this again for him.
he just needs to see this stuff and realize there's our sign-up sheet.
Yeah.
There's the big contract, and then this was the cool part that we didn't talk about that night, but his girlfriend is the cupcake lady.
Right.
I watched her win Cupcake Wars on the Food Network.
Yeah.
Because I used to watch that stuff all the time.
Oh,
'Cause,
Susan,
I don't know,
Susan.
What else have I got to do? And she does really good. So you and I will get cupcakes for life. And now that I haven't had a vanilla cupcake yet, but I know my wife and your wife and you've had all their other cupcakes, and they do all kinds of,
Yep.
what would you call those? Foo-foo cupcakes with all the fillings and.
Well, they do a lot of things besides cupcakes. They also do tiramisu. They do cheesecake. But the big seller, like she said, is their cupcakes.
Okay.
So we'll have to.
Well, I need to try the vanilla one. I'm plain Jane here, buddy.
Okay.
So I got to try that out.
All right. What else you got?
That's really it. I need Mr. Panther to get us together, and that's where you can sign up for at iPetitions to get Sasquatch football here, or my Clyde Deering on Facebook. You sign up there, and that's it. Now, how do we get rid of this thing? We need to go back to ME1, don't we?
Yeah, ME1.
Boom. There we go.
Now you know what we're going to do.
What are we going to do?
Now you're going to have to keep track of this.
Okay.
But the person that's number 100 on your sheet, we'll send them a new shirt. We'll sell them a Psycho Fever shirt. And
We'll sell them?
Send it to them.
Oh, send it to them.
Send it to them.
We'll sell them a Psycho Fever TV for only $500.
And the next one, when you get to 200, we'll do the next one. So you need to put that on your page that if you are number 100 signing up, we'll send them a T-shirt, Psycho Fever T-shirt.
What size?
Well, they have to tell us what size, but
All right.
I know we do not have any triple X's.
All right.
I think we've got a couple mediums, and then the rest are large and extra large.
Well, that'd be good enough for 90% of the people out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Me excluded.
So, yeah, you excluded is right. Yeah.
I'm working on it. Remember, I already lost 5 pounds, so.
Yeah, it's the belly part that you and I got to work on.
Yeah, it is.
So,
but if we keep hanging out with the cupcake ladies.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. I will call them maybe tomorrow,
Okay.
which is Wednesday, and then we're on a shoot on Thursday. But they have a thing that they send out, mail, what would you call them, mail order? No.
Yeah, I think mail order cupcakes.
And they have a special way of doing it. It's in a mason jar. And when I did the interview, they talked about it, but I never got a picture of it. So maybe I can get a hold of Susan and talk to her and see if before we go to Blairsville, we'll go over there, we'll get a picture of that and a picture of you and I eating cupcakes. What do you think?
All right.
All right.
I like eating cupcakes, so.
Yeah, and we'll give Susan a call and see if we can do it.
Okay.
Let's see. So we did the Bigfoot. Basically, that's it, huh?
I think it is.
Wow.
You talking about going to Mims Thursday?
Thursday we're going to go there and see Tommy, yep. And
We're going to look at
we're going to do the distillery in the
Distillery.
back. Yep, and then I think Tommy's going to play a song for us.
That's
and,
cool.
And then, like I said, next week we're going to be doing the Cupcake Ladies. It's going to be part one, excuse me, part one, part two. And part two will be on the following week,
Okay.
where it shows a picture of us on the wall.
Okay.
Well, maybe I just kind of put it on the wall for us, you know. Anybody out there that has a band or a bar or a restaurant or a venue that they would like us to come in and showcase, you can reach us on our Facebook page. Just message us, or you can go to Clyde Deering's Facebook page.
Yeah, if you don't want to talk to Hank, you.
Yeah, because I'm liable to misspell something. But they can go on there and let us know, and we'll get in contact with you. And if we're not shooting somewhere else and we're available, we'll come out there and we'll shoot your venue. Or as Clyde says, we'll videotape your venue. But for some reason I always say shoot the venue, so we'll see what happens. Okay, do you have any shout-outs?
Before you do the shout-outs, I was just going to tell you, I've learned, we've had 2 nights where it got down to 14 degrees at my house.
Yep.
And I've learned 3-4 things because of the 14-degree stuff that never thought of before.
Okay.
1, my Prel turned white.
Your what?
My Prel hair shampoo.
Oh.
It's in the shower. It's usually a bright green, like,
Yeah.
you can't see it, but it's behind
Yeah.
Hank's head. It's a bright green, but it's so cold it turned white. Also,
Okay.
I have some Dawn. Dawn is bright blue.
Yeah.
I had some in the garage. I usually wash cars with it.
Yeah.
It did the same thing. It kind of turned white.
Huh.
Didn't know that. And then the third thing was my windshield washer fluid in the Jeep. It just turned into a big block of ice. And so I had to lift the hood up and get the sun on it just right and warm it up and try to thaw it out. And then I discovered that my Rain-X that I keep in there only goes down to plus 32 degrees. So I can only use the Rain-X during the summer, and I got to go to Walmart tomorrow and buy some windshield washer fluid that'll go down to
Yeah.
0 or something. Do they make that? Or?
Yeah, there's something there.
Okay. So, I've never had that problem before in Texas. And then the last thing was, I have 2 on the right side of the house where I did my new rock creek
Yeah.
and everything. Underneath that, I have 2 drains that go all past the house into the backyard. One from the downspouts off the house, and the other just draining underneath the front porch and kind of on the side that it goes down. The French drain goes down. Well, in Texas, you have it come down, and then you do an elbow, and you have that little green pop up.
Yeah.
So the water pops up, and it'll just go to the curb, and you don't have to break the curb and
Yeah.
make it look ugly or anything. So you just have that by the curb. Well, here, that elbow just froze solid as a rock. And so it's just a big chunk of ice right now. And so if it rains, nothing's coming out of
Back
my,
right up.
Yeah, it's just going to back up. So I'm going to have to go down there and chop those elbows off and just put some rocking stuff around it so water will just drain out and not have to come up an elbow or anything. I didn't know. So, see, I'm learning all kinds of new stuff about Georgia.
Well, I will tell you, first of all, that's 5 things. You said 4, but that's okay. I'm dyslexic. You can't count. It doesn't matter.
Oh, Prel, Dawn,
Yeah.
Jeep,
Yeah.
and then the elbows.
No.
Was there another one in there?
Yeah, there was another one in there. You'll have to play it back. I'm not going there. You'll have to play it back.
We'll play it back later.
Yeah, we'll play it back later. But I went out one day. The sun's out. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
So I go out, and first thing, as soon as I open the door, I go like, oh, God, is this cold.
That's different.
Then I look at the car. It's full of ice. So I ran out, and I started the car up, and I ran back in the house, and Linda goes, what are you doing? I go, I can't drive the thing. I got to let because if you turn your windshield wipers on, you know you're going to wreck your windshield wipers because it's all ice.
Break something, yeah.
And like you said, you can't spray anything because if you do, it's only going to freeze. So, long and short, I turn the car on, everything melts. I go to the store, I come back, I park the car. Linda she goes outside and she comes back in and she goes, there's an icicle hanging underneath the car. I go, yeah. So she says, so she must think I don't believe her. So she goes out. The icicle was just long enough that it didn't hit the road. And it was on the car the whole time I was driving around. So yes, we do get some cold weather here.
Yeah, some cold weather.
But I did not have to go sledding that Friday because the snow came Thursday night.
Right.
And it melted by noon. And we were going to go sledding at 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it didn't stick around.
So it was gone,
yeah.
So that's okay. All right.
That's the good thing about here. We get a little snow, but it's gone within a day or so.
Yeah, and if the sun is out, it's gorgeous. If the sun is out, it's cold and it's windy.
Ooh.
Not so
much. A little windy
fun.
Today. It was a little cold today.
I wouldn't know. I didn't make it outside. Well, I did make it outside. We got Canadian geese out here, and I fed them because I felt bad. But it's time for shout-outs. And we got to get upstairs because the ice cream is melting. Yep.
So I found out that there are female airborne
the
82nd? What do you call it? Military people.
Yeah.
And so, because, anyhow. So,
well, the 82nd soldiers, right? It's Army.
It's the 82nd Airborne. I was in a support group. I was a combat airborne engineer, which was a support group to the 82nd Airborne.
But you still had to jump.
Oh, yeah. We jumped all the time. Helicopters, C-130s. I got to jump out of a jet, a C-141 jet. So that was the most fun I ever had. The rest of the Army sucked, but that part was cool.
So the reason you went in is so you wouldn't have to go to jail? Is that the true story?
Okay, then we're going to move on. My last shout out is to Ruby, my dog, and she's doing great. So, Hank, do you have any shout outs?
Yes, I do. Well, first of all, I'm going to shout out to you.
Yeah.
Because you are a character and a half, and I'm so glad that I ran into you walking your little dog one day when we were over there at the park. Because I looked at you and I'm going, look at this big guy and that little dog.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my phone.
So anyhow, shout out to you and Tamara. It's really good having good friends like you guys. I do want to do a shout out to Kathy and Sharon over there at Costco. All right, for helping me out. I got to tell you, it's a little weird. These things are set at 90% right now, and I got to go back, and they're gonna once I get used to them. But I can hear myself talking.
Yeah, we can't get anything by anymore. We can't say anything.
And you know what's weird?
20 feet away from you because you hear
my head moves like this, I can hear the hair rubbing on it.
Oh,
and so it's really weird. But anyhow, I'm getting used to it. It's nice to hear things again.
Yeah, I bet so.
Happy about that. I want to do a shout out to our group that's in Orlando. IT, Mike, Brittani, Shawn, Crazy. They worked all weekend. Now, not all of them worked at the same time. IT worked all of it.
Yeah.
So, great job out there. They did the Battle of the Bands. So if you go up on Cycle Fever TV, you will see basically 10 different bands that they put up. So we'll see what happens. By the way, I got to give you IT's number so you can get in touch with them so we can start
I
working
didn't
on
see
our
10
website.
bands. I saw at least 2. I guess I got to get back on there and
Yeah,
check the other one.
they had 2 stages. Okay, and it was a charity for autism. And so like when one band was playing, the other band was setting up, and then when that band finished, that other band would go live. They had to run from stage 1
my
to stage 2, set it up.
That's hard.
And you know what it's like going up on Vimeo. So I mean, you got to go up on there and you got to get everything all set. They did a great job. They're all worn out. As a matter of fact, from what I understand, this Thursday night is going to be an old show that they're going to play
So
rather than going live. Yeah, they need to
They
break.
deserve it.
Yep. So, but that's my group out there. Again, to all the first responders, to anybody that's out there that has to brave the cold, good luck and thank you for everything you do. And to our 2 wives, Tamara and Linda, who put up with all of our shenanigans. So.
They just texted us and told us to get up there.
Did they?
Yeah.
I hear one coming down the
I know
stairs, so
they're
it should
coming
be
to get us.
interesting. So, if you're ready, let's end the show with, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Join the adventure and enjoy the ride. We'll see you soon. Oh, he doesn't have it set. He does.
Okay, we're going this time.
Okay. You ready, everybody? There we go.
Catch CFTV North every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. Catch Cycle Fever TV Florida every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Vimeo. So join the adventure and enjoy the ride. Hopefully we'll see you soon.